To many, autumn often means colorful leaves, cooling temperatures, pumpkins, and of course apples. This year, fall is arriving early at many Minnesota apple orchards, which means they are producing some of the earliest crops in decades.
Every apple variety blooms differently in the season. Like Zest Stars are an early apple, so they're one of the very first to bloom. Then it goes to Sweet Tango, Honeycrisp, and down the line. But like the Zest Stars, they typically bloom first, and being that it was warm by mid-March, by the end of March they're already ready to blossom. So it usually, the end of March, they shouldn't even hardly be out of dormancy yet.
Aaron Brand is the fourth generation to operate Brand Farms in Farmington. This dairy farm and orchard has been in his family for more than 5 decades. Brand knows farming like the back of his hand, but the 2012 growing season posed an anomaly for him. After the early apple blooms, this happened.
It was a very cold snap that when trees are in bloom like that, you do not want.
Brand told us that fortunately, the early apple blossoms followed by the deep freeze didn't affect his crop much, but he predicts many producers' apple harvests will be down in 2012.
I was pretty lucky here. I'm on high ground and I got rolling hills, so I get lots of different air temperatures, so the air is always moving, but a lot of those orchards that were in lower ground froze out.
At Brand Farms, all of the apples grown are Minnesota native apples. The public is invited to stop by the farm and purchase apples, pies, and eggs from the retail barn off of Highway 3 in Farmington. Or you could stop by the Bloomington Farmers Market, as Brand Farms is a new vendor addition to this season's market.
I got a call saying that they were looking for an apple vendor because their 2 vendors that they had there were from farther south of me and they froze out.
Bringing your business to local farmers markets builds relationships between consumers and producers, not to mention
you're helping out a local merchant. You're not buying from a grocer that does more wholesale, and a lot of that's not even grown around here. It's trucked in.
Smaller orchards like Brand Farms also have a different way of harvesting their crops in comparison to the larger producers.
The huge orchards that sell mass quantities of apples, they go and they pick everything. And some apples are ripe, some apples aren't quite ripe. When we go through, we typically pick about each tree. We're picking it 3 or 4 times, and we only pick what we feel has the best flavor.
Someone once said that when an apple is ripe, it will fall. Well, they're falling here at Brand Farms. Be sure to stop by the Bloomington Farmers Market every Saturday through October 13th to pick up your own locally grown fruits, vegetables, and more.